everybody. Welcome to this week's session of Love Bites Live with Dr. Girish Kumar, the founder and chief healing officer of Human Connect.
And with Jyotsna Ramachandran, the CEO of Human Connect.
Today, we are going to be talking about something that came to us as a request from one of you. And I felt this is a topic that a lot of us go through, right? This is one question that we always have in mind. So we thought, why not cover this? So, Girish, today we are going to be talking about how do we seek our family support in achieving our goals?
The, the topic which most of the people are waiting for understanding how our family members can support our goal.
Yeah.
That's what we are going to go through it.
Absolutely. So, Girish, at Human Connect, within our soul family, we keep talking a lot about the importance of having our annual intentions, our monthly intentions, which are basically goals in 8 different dimensions of our life. But we all know that we can't do anything on our own. We need people's support, especially our family support. And many people do not get it, and that's where they get stuck. So, we're going to
Yes.
go deep in understanding how this all works. But let's always, as usual, start with why. Why is it so important for us to have our family support to achieve our goals?
First of all, we should understand that we are human beings, we are social beings. So basically, we are created by our father and mother. They are our roots, and we have children, and that is what our fruits are. And we have the spouse where we both are same, that bark of the tree. So the bark and the root and the fruit should be happy with what we are doing. So it's very important to get their support also for achieving our goals. People who have got that, it is very easy. But people who are not getting that, that's what I and Jyotsna today we are going to discuss how to make your life even more beautiful, even more powerful. That achieving your goal and you are being happy and your entire family is being happy because of you. That's what we are going to see today.
Great. As you rightly said, we are energetically more connected to our family members than anybody else.
Yes.
So if they are unhappy with what you want to achieve, then it will definitely affect you negatively, right? In some way or the other. Today, you like a person may think, I don't care. I'm going to just follow my instinct and go and achieve whatever I want. But somewhere energetically, that will fire back if you don't have the
Yes, I had seen
support.
that so many people, very successful, very top. They are entire world is that being with them. But only one question I ask them that is that: Are you happy? Are you peace with yourself? Your name and fame is there. Are you peace with that name and fame without your parents and without your support of your loved ones? So that question, when you ask deeply, if you're okay with it, go forward. When it is bothering, again, this is where this we are discussing about it.
Yeah, people say, right, when you reach the top, you should not be alone. So you may be really focused and putting all the hard work and achieving your goals. But if you don't have anyone's support of your family, then you may reach the top, but you will be all alone. And that's not a good place to be.
For example, nowadays, since I'm a relationship healer and all these things, so many people come for the marriage and they say that I love this person, I want to get married, I'm not getting support of the parents and all these things. I personally tell them, do not get married without the support of the parents. Wait. When I and Jyotsna want to get married, we were in the love for 5 years, and the time when I told my parents, they're not in the day one they told us, but I explained to them why this marriage is very important for me, how much I love her, how what type of person she is, all these things I took an effort to do. Then after some days, they are told us, so we should have patience when to achieve our goals. Also, it's like that.
Yeah.
Anything else you can want to say, Jyotsna?
No, I think this applies in other areas of life also. Like you may want to choose a particular career, but from childhood, your parents have their dream of
Yes.
making you do
Engineer,
engineering or
doctor,
IAS or whatever,
yeah.
right? So all of a sudden, when you have a different idea, it is going to be difficult, but it is also important that you have your family also on board and they support your idea for you to happily go ahead and pursue that career, right?
So
So
that's where like this we can take examples to connect to yourself and see that what really you want in your life and how you fight for it to get by the approval. It's not that I used to say that how you respond and how you react. By reacting you cannot achieve your goals. By responding you can achieve your goals.
yeah. So while we are talking about this, please do a self check and see, is there any goal that's really important to you, which you're not able to achieve fully because you're not having the full support of your family. So make sure that you ask your questions in the above link. It is humanconnect.in/ask Girish. You can go there and post your question, or right here in the comment section, you can ask your questions. So at the end of the session, Girish and I will be able to answer them
Answer
for
it.
you. All right. So
Yes.
now that it's understood that it is super important to have your family's support, let us understand that everything is not easy. Immediately, every family member is not going to appreciate you for whatever you want to achieve. There will be challenges. So let's look at what are some of the reasons why we don't get our family's support.
So first reason I personally feel that they don't trust us.
Hmm.
They think that we don't have much confidence in with us, so
Hmm.
they want to take decisions in our life. So
Yeah. They
that's
think
what.
you're not capable of taking
Yes.
responsibility.
So for
Hmm.
example, anything like that, now I want to start a business.
Hmm.
Okay, when your connection is not very good, if I am going to ask my dad or my mom or my siblings, I need 10 lakhs of rupees to start something, they will not trust you. They don't believe in you,
Hmm.
and they will have that money, but they will not give you. So this is the sad part.
Yeah.
This is a sad thing that so many people face this nowadays. Why they don't trust their root? They don't trust them deeply. They are not able to communicate properly. That's the
Hmm.
main reason for that.
Yeah, and it could also be because of your past behavior. You know, you must have lost 20 lakhs in the past, but now you may have got in touch with a business mentor who's guiding you, but they may not realize that, right? So I think that's where the communication plays
Yeah,
an important
communication plays a major role, and it's all whatever I say is like base is love, love, love.
role.
It's not that I need money for 10 lakhs. I go to my parents. You should have genuinely love for them, and you should see that. See, a person is growing in the family. The entire family is growing.
Mm.
First of all, we should understand that if I
Yeah.
am growing, I am able to support my wife, my children, my parents, my siblings, my friends, now I have extended family members,
Mm.
all it's I included in terms of my time, in terms of my space, in terms of my money. Everything is it's most important to support a goal.
Yeah, I think that's very important to have the right intention before you even think about taking their support, because it's not about what maximum you can extract from your family. That should not be the intention. Of course, you want their support, but in turn, you're also going to help them by achieving your goals. So
Yes.
the first thing that Girish said was that they don't trust you. They don't think you're capable enough to achieve your goal, which is why they're not supporting. I think the second thing could also be this, Girish, you have not had a harmonious relationship itself with your family members. You
Correct.
have cut ties with your dad, like you have not spoken to them for the last 4 years. And one fine day, suddenly, when you need some approval,
Correct.
you want to go to
They
them.
cannot do that for us because they feel that already it's over. The chapter is over.
Hmm.
Suddenly you bloom from somewhere and you ask certain things. Even
Yeah,
so many people cannot even digest that. What the joker, what this joker need. That's what they ask themselves for
yeah.
that energy. Yes.
Uh, there could also be other instances, Girish, like, probably, let's say a girl, she wants to go on a solo trip. And I'm sure the previous generation girls were not doing that. So the family is still thinking that she's irresponsible, and they will obviously not allow. So that's, I mean, understood. That's one of the reasons.
Yeah, so again, see, if you are respecting yourself, you are managing yourself well, I don't think that the family members cannot support, they will support. But we are not taking care of ourselves.
Mm.
Again, we should see that why they are not allowing or why they are not able to think in that line because they are not done all these things. So when it's coming to the present generation,
Yeah.
yes, People are afraid when, as you told, when a woman is going or a girl child is going, but when a guys are going, I think people have no issues.
I
Maybe
mean,
that
different people have different
different
challenges with their
child.
family. The
Yes,
other reason that I find could be a possible reason is that families may think that, oh, if you go ahead and do this in your life, we will lose respect in the
correct.
society.
That's a one more thing that good
Mm.
Jyotsna, your main reason. See, all the parents, all the root is very much strong. They want to support us, but only thing that their mind it will be what will their family members think?
Mm.
What will their family members tell them? What will be their consequence that they're going to
Yeah.
face? And that is the main thing that they are not able to support the goals which we are want to do. And now see this generation we are like we want to try something different. Yes, something will be fail, something will go up. So when Jyotsna started her career, first 2 3 things that it was she wants to do, she enjoyed, but it was not giving the weight what she wants. But it's not a, wrong move. Because of doing that, now today she is running a business more than 8 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 years very successfully she is running. Why? First 2 3 business made us strong. That this things that should be strong with. It's need time
Yeah.
to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah. So it could again one could be
Support.
related to your career. It could also be smaller things like, for example, a girl or a married woman. I see this very often because I go to a dance class, right? So I see some women coming there. They love dancing. They're doing it for their health and fitness and all that. But they come without telling their in-laws, because if their in-laws know, they're not going to support it. They'll think that this is going against our family values and all of that. So that can be another reason why your family doesn't want to support you.
Yes, that's what I know. I told you know that because of they are afraid of someone.
Mm.
Maybe they are not against that, but the pressure from the society, they are able to put that pressure back to that
Yeah.
person.
Sometimes
Yes.
the fear could be not about the society. This is another reason, guys. It could be that, oh, if my son or daughter or my husband or wife, if I allow them to pursue this, they may go away from my life itself.
Mm.
Like
Mainly
going
that.
abroad or something like that, going for studies or something, could be quite threatening.
Maybe that is quite obvious nowadays because when the children are going, they want to settle in abroad. So that so many people are doing like that, and again they are getting married from that, and so many people are hearing that thing. So maybe that is again is disturbing. Again, all bases like that, the trust, and they don't love. That's
Yeah.
why they're not able to tell openly and get connected and get approval for that.
Actually, this is one thing I suddenly remembered, Girish. In the early days of Human Connect, when I was telling my family that, Girish is, why did everyone used to ask me, why did he leave Coffee Day? So I said, this is what he's doing. He's into energy healing. Till then, only our close family knew about his, gift of healing people. Many people did
Yes.
not know about it. When I started talking about it, some of my well-meaning relatives, they had this genuine doubt that, be careful, Jyotsna. If you allow him too much to go in the spiritual line, he may actually leave you and become a saint. So,
Correct.
no, that's again this fear of the
So
person
many
going
people
away.
so many people also asked me 10 years back when slowly I started to do all these things. People are afraid because they are getting confused by spirituality and the sannyas. That's all a different thing. That's a different calling. So
So the reason why we are going through all these different reasons is because we need to understand why our family
where the
members are not,
mindset.
why are they not supporting you? There could be so many reasons, right? So these are some potential reasons why their mind is not fully accepting whatever your goal is. All right. So now that we've understood the reasons, how do we actually get their support, Girish? Could you just walk us through a process?
So first, I think that they should understand. So what my child goal is, why he or she want to do that, and they should win the faith of the children that they can do it. So this, it's not there. We cannot get the support. We cannot seek the support first of all. So that's why I don't know the base is very strong. The when they can understand that you can do, then it is easy to go
Yeah.
through.
That's true. But for making your family understand, I think we need to do some homework before that. So I think one of the things that we need to do is first understand that okay, you probably know your family well. You know, if you say this is what is going to be the next reaction, right? So first, before you even open the topic of this is the next thing I want to pursue or I
We
need
should
this,
prepare them.
yeah. So I think it's first important to understand what could be the potential reason why they will not want to support you. So understand from their shoes, like put
So,
yourself in their shoes and try to see.
so if you want to by step by step, it is first you understand that. Then you should see that what is the fear that they have, what is the worry that is they have, what is the concern that they have.
Yeah.
So when you can jot down this thing, what will be my mother will fear of when I say this? What all that she will stop. For example, when we want to go to Europe, so I and Josna was very particular that we want to go alone,
Yeah.
not with the kids, because everywhere we take the kids and go. So Jyotsna was putting the points. What and all? Because first time when we asked, they told no.
Yeah.
Then we thought that yes, what they are saying is correct because they are old, they don't want to be taking any risk and all that. Next time when we understood how can we support that, then we made sure that babysitters staying, playing, and we communicated our children that 10 days we will not be there. Daily we were calling them and seeing that what best that can help them. We got some gifts for them. So all these things made them also to convince. So it's like win-win that energy. So we should, as we told before, it is like communication and fixing the worry, fear, and concern.
Yeah, so that's a good example. So what we basically did was step one, you understand what their fears are, what could be their reasons for stopping you. Step two is where you see how can you minimize their fear. You know that this is their fear, right? So our way of minimizing my parents' fear that the kids will disturb them at night or whatever was to make sure that our babysitter stays at night also. So it's a small little thing, but we had to take that extra step to minimize the fear, right? I think. Would you like to go ahead with the step three?
Yeah. You should make sure that you should inform the loved ones how that goal is very important to us because this is very 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 important because they will not have the intensity what you are seeing your goal is. So the intensity should be communicated properly.
Correct. I remember, Girish, you went for a Vipassana meditation once.
10 days.
Yeah, 10 days. I think that time Vedant was very, very small, right?
Yes.
And I was like, you can't leave me and go like that. And worst thing was, I'm so used to always being in touch with him. Like every day we have to speak.
Yes.
Even if we are fighting, we have to speak. And in this meditation, there is no mobile, no
Yes,
communication.
for 10
So
days,
that
yeah.
was pretty scary for me. And it was like breaking a pattern, right? So I told him, sorry, you can't go. And then he made me understand how important it is for him and his spiritual growth and all that. So that had kind of helped me understand. If he did not take the time to inform and explain why it's important to him, I would just think it's just another course. Don't do it now, do it after a year. I would have given him a lot of reasons to not do it. But he told me at that point of time for Human Connect to grow to the next level, how important
that I going inside me will help. Next thing is that was the fourth step again. So now I inform them why it is important to us. By doing that, how it is going to help my relationship with her, how it is going to help our family to grow, and how I am going to impact others. Now, this is the step four. The benefits should be explained. First was like only about me. Fourth step is all about how many people are being benefited by I am doing that. That's a very very important thing because when you grow it's not about you alone. So it's a divine gift, it's your obligation to help others. When I explain that more, then it becomes even more easier to them to support.
Yeah, because they know indirectly everybody is going to benefit. It's not a very selfish thing, right? So I think when we take all our individual goals and connect it with our family goals, the family understands it better. So that's a very, very important conversation to have. I think the final thing would be to make it very clear what kind of support do you need from them. Because sometimes when you say, I want your support, they may think, oh my God, she's going to ask me money, she's going to ask for my time. but it actually may be a simple
Very, very simple. Yeah.
yes or a acceptance of what you want to do. So just make it very clear to whoever you're asking in your family, whether it's your spouse, it's your kids. Like my friend, she's going through a divorce right now. So for her, the only support she needs is for her son to be okay with it, right? So it's a small thing. He just has to say, "Yes, ma, I'm there for you." So when she had a heartfelt conversation with him, he completely supported her decision, and now her stress is gone because her only worry was, "What will my son tell me?" For a year or so, she never had that conversation. But once she went through this process of taking his support, now her life is a lot better.
Yes.
Yeah, so I hope you take these steps. Don't miss any of these steps.
So
It's
you can
important for you to, yeah, first
recommend.
of all, in step one, understand what is their reason for not supporting you. In the previous thing, we were talking about the different reasons, right? Whether you're going to cause problem to the family's name, or whether it's going to be that they're going to lose you. So there could be so many reasons why someone is fearing it, right? So understand what is that reason. Second thing is that make sure you try to minimize their fear. Take some action to minimize their worry. The third thing is that make sure that you let them know why is that goal so important to you. In the fourth step, you tell them how by you achieving the goal, it's not just you, but it's also going to impact the family. And finally, be clear about what is the kind of support you need. Is it just a confirmation from them, or just a word of support or encouragement, or do you need something more from them? So just make sure that you go through this whole
Yeah.
process.
So once you understand this process, you will uh, be clear where you are getting stuck. So then the final step it comes, no?
Yeah. Now, here's the most important
Mhm.
thing. Now, every family is not that simple, right? That you go through all this and everybody's like, yes, we are there for you. There will be chances where even if you do all of this, still you're going to get resistance. Still you're going to face challenges with your family members. So how do you face that, Girish?
So see, first, I personally say that if whatever top you go, if your family members and your loved ones are not happy, you cannot travel much distance because it's a root and fruit. Then you should be willing to take that consequence. If you are willing to take that consequence, then you will create one more energy to push that and go forward. So now they will curse you, where they will be saying that you will not come up and all these things, but your vision is bigger than your family. Now you have a lot of energy to go forward, and it's like escape velocity. So you go on, and there is a consequence for you that you cannot get their love and support. But there will be so many people will support you,
Other people.
other people. That's other people that you are created in your journey. So they may be supporting you. Now you should see what you want, where you are standing, whatever it is, your will, that your power. That if you think that yes, I need family support, then wait and do. If you think that I am not going to take, they will resist me, whatever step I am doing, then believe in yourself, create that escape velocity, the universe will work with you and you will get whatever you want. Just intention should be very clean and neat. And the base should, I always feel that base should be love, love, and love. That will give you that energy to go forward. And by going forward, you are going to support so many people, as I told you, and so many people are going to benefit when you are going up, up, and that is what spirituality and connection is all about. It's thinking big, not only for you, for the entire society that you are in. So
Very
that
well
is the
said.
biggest family. That is the biggest
Yeah,
family.
correct.
Yeah.
Not just your biological family.
Yes.
So when somebody takes that big decision of, okay, I've tried enough, my family is not in a mindset to understand all of this, but I have this bigger goal to serve humanity. So in that case, it's not going to be petty goals like, oh, my neighbor did this, so I want to do
No,
this.
no,
Not those
no,
kind of
no.
goals.
It will be like a visionary energy
Yeah.
that you expand, you do, and you stand for what you're doing. Anything that you do, that first God will check you. There will be lots of resistance, lot of shortfalls will be there. But when you believe in you, when you invest your time and
Mm.
money in you, now that is where you create the escape velocity. Once you create that, entire universe will stand for you. Yes.
Absolutely. So when you have that kind of a visionary goal, at that time when for whatever reason your family is not supporting, you also have the kind of maturity to understand that they are not my enemies, but
Yes.
maybe they are right now not matured enough to
To
understand
understand.
this.
Now, when you have that missionary vision, automatically our energy will support their thought also. See, when I'm growing, I never see that they not support or all these things. Only that much they can understand.
Mm.
And now, when we are growing more and more, they are able to understand what we are doing,
Yeah.
and they are talking about us to others. I'm very
Mhm.
happy the way we are growing.
Yeah.
Correct?
But sometimes, we also have these smaller goals, which are like personal important goals, but it's not going to change the world or something. So, in that case, if your family is not supportive, it's okay to sometimes let go of
Yes,
your,
for a time being. So
yeah,
see,
some,
when
hmm,
small goals like maybe the dance you told, no,
hmm.
like that. So some family will not like, some family will like the, unless you get the confident, don't do that. Now, for example,
Unless you
if
gain their confidence,
gain
yeah,
that confidence, don't do that because
yeah. Maybe
it's,
temporarily you're
yeah,
postponing it,
postponing
but if you
it,
do the
but
right things, then in future
yeah,
they
but you
will.
should tell them that I like dance, I like to go to gym, I like to do go for cycling, I like to go for swimming. All these things you should say that, because what, that small thing only give you the big energy to go forward. The escape velocity I told, no, that is created by all the small goals which you do
Hmm.
daily on a daily basis.
Yeah,
Yes, so we can take questions. Jyotsna.
sure,
Anything
sure.
that you want to add in this?
I think that's it.
Yeah. So see any questions that is there.
Yes, we have a few questions. Of course, questions are not just pertaining to this topic, they're coming across different topics. Uh, how do I make my parents understand that entrepreneurship is more important than a government job?
Okay. So see, again, it's your confident. How confident you are. See, for old generation people, government job is very important and safe. Okay. So if you are earning like 1 lakh rupee, you are okay with that. But now you are an entrepreneur, you have an infinite opportunity from 1 lakh to 10 lakh, 10 lakh to 1 crore, depending upon what solution you are giving to others, you are able to get that energy done. So entrepreneurship, it's again, it's a big commitment, and you should know that whom you are serving. In government job, whether you are performing or not, you are there, your job is safe till 58 or 60, whatever it is. That's why they are thinking like that.
Yeah, that is, of course, your parents' point of
Hmm.
view, but how do you make them understand?
So now you should say that. That's why I'm telling, no, Jyotsna, you should know. You when you know you are potential enough.
Mm.
Yes, as you did when your parents told why you are leaving the job. You told
Mm.
that this is what I'm going to do, and you just went for it.
Yeah,
And
so we need to give them a logical answer, otherwise, they're not going to leave you. So, what I did was, I had a very steady and a very respectable job.
job, yes.
So, with a big company. So, of course, what's your parents' worry going to be? That, what if your business fails? That is their worry. You should not be on the streets without money. That is their fear. So to counter that fear, what I told my parents was, I have 6 months worth of savings. That is, even if my business makes zero money, I can very well run the family for 6 months. And of course, I have Girish's support also. Within 6 months, if that business does not pick up, I'll go back and find another job. So when you give them a logical reason like that, you can, go ahead and
So
pursue.
this is what Jyotsna did. What do you know? What I did. So when I quit cafe coffee day, I told all the thing. I did not collect my, even now I did not collect all my certificates and all these things. I know that this is going to my calling and this is what I'm going to do. I am not going back to do any job in my life. I'm only going to serve my passion, and I know that how to come out, because when you believe in yourself and when you say that you know your calling, then don't think anything, just go, and that energy will help you. It's the same, someone is asking that the parents' negative energy, how to handle negative feedback from the family members. That's
If
what
my
I'm saying.
parents stop me from pursuing my dream, will that negativity affect me?
No, that's what I'm saying. No, when you are strong, see, you are the creator of your own life. The problem is when you are afraid of your ability,
Yeah.
and that's where you fail. When you believe that you can do it, that's why I'm saying no. Go at escape velocity. Then the entire universe will support your cause.
Love this concept of escape velocity. So, as you said, if I am having doubt, that is a negative energy.
So
Over
that
and
will
above that, my
that will pull you
family is
down.
also having negativity. It will
That
pull
will
you
pull
down
you down.
faster.
Yes.
But if in Girish's case, he was telling, right, he's super confident. I am going to be a healer and therapist and all that. So, when he starts taking positive action in his business, he starts getting clients. His positivity will bring
Energy.
down the negativity around him automatically.
All
Very
negativity.
quickly, people's mindset shifted.
Yeah.
Within 2-3 months, everyone was
Yes,
supporting him.
everything was cleared, and that gave me also confidence that even till today. So see, every time it's about you and you. The more you are confident by investing. So see, even now this month we are enrolled new courses that we want to do, because we also upgrade ourselves, because unless you upgrade you cannot get that confidence to be very powerful. So that's why the negativity, all this can be handled. That's what I'm saying. No, when you are positive you can uh, handle your negativity very powerful, and you will have mentors, you will have friends who can support you mentally, emotionally. And for me, anything is that I just ask Jyotsna. So she is great support and powerful support in that energy. So you should be your spouse should be a best friend and to handle anything that you want. It's not that we fight and we don't know. When it is something important, now we stand for each other to build each other.
The other question is how to improve my response action rather than being in a reaction state.
So again, see, when you respond to a situation, you are powered with love and power. When you react, you will get fear and anger. That is, your past and the future will come. When you respond, you are in the present. So, in the present, it's a fuel of your inner energy is very high. You will get peace. That peace will create next in your life. But when you are reacting, you are taking your past experience that brings you anger, and you are taking your energy from the future that brings you fear, and you are sitting in fear and anger, your energy automatically goes down. So there is nothing to win you.
Yeah. The other question, Girish, is when I prioritize self development and my career over marriage, or just traveling to different places as our happiness goal, then how to deal with families' negative responses because they don't understand that traveling is important or marriage is not that more important.
So if you ask me, marriage is important, traveling is important. For me, marriage is important. Unless I convince my spouse, I don't do that, because for me that marriage is very important. If you think that marriage is not important and you think that you want your freedom, is then that is you have their own consequence and you are. That's why I told no pausing. So making understand. So I want to go. I will talk to her and make her understand why I want to travel. Now, for example, now last 3 or 4 months before I want to go to Rishikesh, and I asked her, she did not come. So I want to go. I made her to understand that see 5 to 6 days I am not there. So I am getting a permission and only going. I don't just go, oh, I am now energy healer. I go everywhere. No, even now December I am going to where?
Bhagwan.
Kumbhavan. I asked again. First person to invite her, I invited her. Are you joining me? She told 6 days. School is there. I am not coming. You go. So again, it's first. If she is telling no, you cannot go. I again talk and make her understand. If again and again she is saying no, maybe I see next year I will go. I don't put that energy down, and I don't do anything like that. For me, it
So,
is my marriage is more important than any other things in my life, because that is strong. With this relationship, I can go miles.
No, this is, I think, applicable especially for people who are married, Girish. Now, I think the context in which this person is asked is
Mm.
that maybe their parents are telling this girl, for example, because it's anonymous, I don't know who it is, that, please get married. But she's like, no, let me right now travel, let me
Okay,
right now work on my self
okay.
development and all that.
I think then you should do that. Okay, because I thought that is a married. No, if you think that you're not married, first do that. Discover yourself by traveling. Discover whatever you want to do. Try it and do it, and then get a commitment. Otherwise, no, you will be lost. You will not able to go forward. So now, so many people here nowadays, the people who are before marriage, they are doing solo trip and they are connecting, and they should believe on themselves. And to I had a staff before, she used to do a solo traveling a lot. She learned so many things by solo traveling. Now she's teaching people why it is very important. It's all about how you take care of your life. Some people does not like, some people like. So all about how you connect with your
So when your
energy.
parents are not supportive of that, go through these 5 steps we told.
Yes.
First, understand why are they scared. Maybe you will something will happen to you, or maybe you're wasting time and money instead of getting married. Whatever is, you're getting older. Anything could be their fear. First, understand that. Then tell them how important it is for you to discover yourself through solo travel or whatever, and how you will become a better person. And because of you becoming a better person, you'll be able to attract a better partner. Also, whatever is your plan, be transparent and tell them that, so they'll be in a better position to understand and support you.
That is one different
Yeah.
question. What was
Javed
that?
is asking, what do you do to encourage creativity in your organization?
Give them the space.
Mhm.
So in my organization, I just asked them what they want to implement. So today was first day. As what you want to do differently this month. What that you want to do. So 3 days before itself, I asked them, and they came out with a different thing. I told, try it and do it. Then I will say what I am expecting out of them this month. So it's all about creativity is very good. For that, you should give space,
Yeah.
and in that space, they may do some mistakes also.
Yeah.
We should be ready to take that. So that's how we encourage in our organization. And I believe that strength of the organization is the people who are bringing. If I think that everything I'm going to do, my organization will not grow. I believe in brilliant people working with me, more talented than me, and that's where this organization is growing. Javed.
Yeah, and we also make sure that we invest in the areas where they want to develop themselves.
Yes, so we make them do
Attend
attend so many
courses.
courses, and they come up with this. I want to do this course, that course. When I check that it is very good, yeah, they are going for that and upgrading themselves. See, everyone should upgrade. So here, Josna upgrade, I upgrade, Guna upgrade,
Correct.
Akshay upgrade, everyone upgrade themselves. Aishwarya upgrade. So all these things makes us also to grow. No, if I 6 months back, if I see my organization today, if I see the way we has grown as a team is big.
Yeah, true. And also, everyone has direct access to Girish.
Yes.
It's not that they have to go through a hierarchy to voice their,
And maybe
ideas.
as Javid asked, one more powerful for the creativity is that everyone can access me. That is again a very powerful thing, which I personally feel that is my sense. So many people does not allow that. That each individual's thing. I believe that anyone can access me.
Great, guys.
Yeah.
Loved all these questions. So, for those of you who are watching the recording of this, if you have any questions, you still can go ahead and leave it at humanconnect.in/ask Girish. We'll make sure we'll cover it in next week's Love Bites live session. And also, in the meanwhile, if you feel that you or any of your loved ones are going through a tough phase because you're not getting your family support and you just want to talk to somebody to get that clarity, feel free to schedule a clarity session with Girish. Just go to humanconnect.in/apply and you can apply for having a clarity call with Girish.
And people who are seeing live and people who are seeing this recording later, I want you to take a decision that what's the support I'm going to take after seeing this, how I'm going to take support. Say, try that and see that how your life is going to be better and better. I get support from everyone, so
Yeah.
that is
Life just
where,
becomes easier.
yeah. So if I don't know anything, anywhere I am stuck, immediately I ask. First is Yotsa, then my parents, then my staff. All these thing areas I get connected to my siblings, wherever it is. Get help from others. That's the only way to grow. Yeah.
Awesome, guys. We'll see you again next week in yet another session of Love Bites Live.
Love you all. Bye. Enjoy this week. Bye. We'll see you next week.